Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Boris here with some more Guild of Dungeoneering. At the end of the last video, we determined that basically the next purchase I want to make is a Barbarian for 500 gold, and I'm getting there. I will eventually need to have another tier 1 unlock in the magic section in order to be able to get the permanent +1 health. Now, I'm concerned about spending 50 gold right now because there's a chance that if I'm 50 gold behind on unlocking this, I could be screwed since there's one mission I don't want to do until the Barbarian comes, and I might end up being totally screwed by that 50 gold deficit. Still, I'm going to do it for entertainment value, just to show another class. So there's the Apprentice, which is basically just like a typical sort of magic user, just blast them and whatever. And then the Mime is a bit more interesting, so I'm going to do the Mime, although I'm not sure that it's actually better than the Apprentice. The Apprentice starts with the Fire 1 skill, so he actually has an extra card compared to the other classes, and he can get up to Ignite more easily. But we'll see. We'll see. Was that actually... Oh, okay, there it is. Defeat a Minotaur. Alright, so another kind of open-ended sort of... Oh, no, this is... Oh, God, this is a hard mission. Oh, I remember this mission. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, this could be bad. So, this mission, the Minotaur chases you, and if you don't start off with good cards, it's bad. So here I've got level 2 enemies that I have to fight. There's no way I can beat a skeleton because I cannot do 4 damage. So we're going to have to go for a Mimic, although that's scary. I could easily die here. Although if I were... Wait, what? What? Why are you going down? Why? Oh, God, you're terrible. I hate you so much, Mime. Oh, God damn it. Well, let's fight a skeleton. Oh, so now it goes over to the chest? Oh, God, I don't understand. It needs to be documented somewhere how this works. Now, the Mime has some interesting abilities. So, block, and then your next magic attack hits harder. There's a nice damage thing. And then there's a discard. Now, the discards are pretty cool because what they do is they allow you to kind of choose which of the 2 next cards the opponent has to throw away. So you can kind of get rid of their best ones. So like, I don't want them to use Pain. Let's let this guy do Anger so that it damages itself. Like, stuff like that. You can also clone the enemy's next card, which is... I don't know how good that really is. It's kind of nifty. You kind of do go up a card when you do this, but... so you basically do go up a card permanently, but a lot of the enemy cards are pretty bad. Here, I will just do Stage Presence again, because I want to make sure the Mimic's cards suck. Like, I definitely don't want this card getting played. So, let's throw that away. I'm going to have to get advantage at some point, and I'm actually going to go for it with this cannon. If he can do 2 damage to me, I will lose. Yikes, that's gonna work. Yep, either one of these would work, because I'm going to lose 1 health when I block one of the damages, and then the headbutt will cause itself to die. So I actually did beat a level 2 monster here in my first foray as Mime. Now, if I can actually beat this whole mission, that would be really stupendous. So, some more fire, magic ability. This is some speed and armor. So let's take a look at the Mime's kit. There's a little bit of physical resistance, no magic resistance though. A lot of single damage, so some more damage and some more magic resistance wouldn't be the worst. I'm just gonna go for this. These are all good cards. Give some healing, give some damage, gives a little bit of everything. Some of the Mime's cards, like the cloning cards, aren't really that great, so I'm not that excited about them. And here, of course, I get level 1 enemies, so I'm not gonna level up to 3, which is a problem. So heroes' unblockable attacks gain 1 magical damage next fight. Do I have any unblockable attacks? I guess if you really wanted to maximize your odds of this, you'd play a character with unblockable attacks. I don't think I have anything that's unblockable, so I don't really care about this fountain. But I do want to fight something just to get more equipment. I think the Nasty Rat's probably a little bit easier to deal with. And let's just drop some more stuff down. I don't want to put the Goblin down because I really want to have a chance to level up to 3 before fighting the Minotaur. The Minotaur has Fury and Decay, so he hits hard. But he takes extra damage. So if I can... I just basically need to get a good health advantage against him and I'll be fine, I think. Alright, so I can't block this thing. I could copy a card. I think we should just start beating this rat down, though. I got enough health advantage. I can kill it in 2 attacks. Yeah, let's just Fire Blast it. Now, that's no great achievement. This is just a level 1 critter. I really want a level 2 critter. next time. So I have to lose all the cards that I got from my robes to get the straitjacket or the ruffled shirts. So I guess we're going for the hand axe, although I'm not that excited about it. I didn't want to throw away the body. Want a promotion. I don't actually know what that means. Okay, we get to fight only one more thing before the Minotaur gets us, and that is a nasty rat. So I'm going to be level 2 during this fight, which isn't great. Now, I don't know if the Bruiser would have fared any better. This is just a hard mission. So I don't, like, regret, you know, buying the mime just because this mission's hard. It's just because if this mission's hard and there's this other hard mission I don't want to do, then I could end up being in a bit of trouble. Alright, let's, just shoot this rat, hopefully to death quickly. Rats are actually not the hardest of monsters. There's typically level 1 monsters at this point of the game are more difficult. But the real challenge is this Minotaur, which I'm only level 2. You gotta be kidding me. So all I get is a paper crown. Well, it'll have to do. I don't want the femur. That's not really an upgrade. And this is not an upgrade either, so paper crown it is. That is a good card though. Block 1 magic, deal 2 magic damage. Want a promotion? Yes, come on. So I've only got 6 health versus this thing. It has 10 health. Now it has decay, but it also has fury. I just really needed a lot more health to work with here. Okay, so here what I'm actually going to do is grab the holy... do I want to do this? There might be something later that's magical that I'd want to block. Yeah, let's just go for the bullhorn. So I get 1 advantage. Yeah, that's hard. Let's do the... well, let's see. This would mean he takes 2 eventually, although it's one of them is delayed and I take 2. No, I want to deal a damage to him now because then that would trigger his decay. Do I dare take 3 damage? Christ. Well, we just gotta do it. Okay, so I get a parry, which is not quite blockable. I don't want to deal damage to him now because that would trigger his fury, so I want to wait for a better time. Holy Seal should actually keep things even. I block 1 and heal from the other one. He has a stagger, though, which is unblockable. Oh, gods. Alright, well, I just take 2 damage. Now he's in fury mode. I actually don't really even understand how I could possibly kill him. A Bruiser maybe could have had enough of a card to block this. He deals 2 damage with this now because of the, fury. If I could block it, he'd go down to 1 health. I'd have a chance in hell of winning. But as it is, there's nothing I can do. So I lose. So anyway, that's the mime. You know, honestly, I might have actually won that if I could have gotten up to level 3. An extra hit point would have let me survive that turn. And then I could have been okay. Anyway, now we've seen a mime. And I got 23 extra gold, which makes up for some of the 50 that I spent. How did I get that much gold? I didn't pick up any gold. I don't know why I got so much gold there. Anyway, let's see here. We will go back to our Bruiser. Although, you know what? There's this new place. Alright, why don't I try the mime in this new place? Get to the ritual chamber in time? That doesn't seem that hard. Alright, let's try it. If I die here, we'll just stop it with the miming for this particular video. So, okay. Here we have a time limit. Ritual completes in 10 turns. So I need to get down to this spot. All the way down here. One thing that's important to do in this scenario is to count how much time you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get here in 6 turns. There's 10 turns that I have, so there is some room for deviation. So I don't actually mind going over to this lucky chest. In fact, now mimes do a lot of magic damage. So like I was talking about before, if you're not doing physical damage, all I have is that bullhorns, then you don't really want to fight the spiders because they have 6 health. And their frail ability is not something you can take advantage of. So I'm going to fight the bat instead. And I'm going to put the ghost here on this chest so that I fight a level 2 monster after I level up to 2 from killing the bat. This is, of course, assuming I kill the bat, but I do have an extra health from my talisman. That should give me a little bit more leeway. So this does not work at all. It does nothing. So we should go for one of these guys. Discard the bat's next card. Let's get rid of Drain. So that discard is pretty good. I just wish it had some more damage attached. Let's go ahead and discard the next card as well. So we want to get rid of the Drain once more. And now the bat will die to my imaginary cannon. Mimes are cool. I like them, I think, second best after the Bruiser. So I think I'm just going to get health. That really seems to be the mime's biggest issue. Can I fill this in with a mysterious fountain. I can. Is it bad? Please don't be bad. It's a fountain of decay. This is kind of serious. Fire imps have one card that deals 2 damage. So what I'm going to do is put a fire imp here. Oh, there's a bat here. Oh, alright. I guess that's fine. So there's another fountain here, another decay, and I don't want to fight a mimic with that. So I will wait to see if I can put something down here that will let me go down instead of having to go into this fountain. What is this fountain? Burn. Actually, burn I'm okay with. That's the one thing that I don't really mind. However, I can't really put anything there anyway. And by really, I mean I actually can't at all. Okay, so we got an extra health from my item and then another extra health from a talisman. So I do have a little bit of an edge versus this ghost. Now, ghosts have some pretty good cards like this. And they're tenacious, so you have to get them to 1 HP before you can kill them. Let's get rid of Drain, because I don't want it to heal. Unfortunately, I can't really do much here. We just both traded damage. I have the health advantage, though, so I could be okay. Ugh. Well, so hit deals 2 damage to me. I deal only 1 damage to it, so I could actually lose this battle, despite all of my advantages. I cannot block any of these damn attacks. Okay, so we have to get rid of Drain, and I think that actually lets me win, mercifully. I can just do 1 more damage to it. So that talisman was essential, as was the extra health from this pot. Although if I'd gotten a better card, maybe I wouldn't have needed the pot. I mean, it's hard to say. Alright, we get some more damage there. We get some damage and some utility here. So let's go for the robes. Hopefully the treasure itself gives me something good. So skull cap, I lose health, I get a bunch of blocking and damage. Not that for sure. Alright, let's just take some damage there so I don't have to lose the health for it. Okay, wouldn't mind fighting a level 3 enemy here. Fire Elemental, we're both burning. I kind of am low on health. But let's go for it. This will level me up to 4, and then I'm pretty much set after that. This room will force me to go through the decay. I have some time to hold out for a better card. One that will let me go down as well as over. Unless I misread that card, I don't know. Okay, so we have equal damage. It probably has better cards than I do. Like that. Let's discard its next card. So I go down a health, but hopefully I can get some of that advantage back. Can I block that next spark? I can't. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm just going to try to get ahead of it, although I could have made a mistake here. So now, if it deals 1 damage to me, I'm dead. It's got darkness. Will this happen before burn? If it does, then I win. Does it die? It actually dies before the burn. Wow, that's great. So I actually survived that. Sword does not do anything. I get a health and some healing cards, which are actually not that much worse than the ones I have. Here I get a health and a block. Well, that's an easy choice. So we're going to get an extra health, because I feel like it's a big problem for the mine, with its lack of inherent blocking. Unfortunately, I cannot put this here. I will just go ahead and put it here, though. So right now I'm going to have decay, and this fountain's going to give burn, which I'm okay with. However, as a level 4 person, I don't feel any pressure to fight monsters right now. I'm just fine with going to this objective. If I were to fight a monster, I'd rather fight something without the burn. Like a low level enemy will be pretty easy to kill if we're both burning, because I have the advantage to start with. Okay, so I have decay. If I take 2 damage in 1 turn, I will lose an extra damage, but that's really not a problem. I'm going to deal 3 damage to the bat right off the bat. Oh god! And then the imaginary cannon finishes it off. Okay, we scraped by versus that fire elemental. Now I do get an offhand. Let me just check. That's clearly not good. Okay, wooden board. Sure, we'll take a blocking card. I think that was better than just grabbing gold. Okay, do you want to fight? Again, I don't really care about fighting these things. I don't want to fight a level 3 after being burning. 7 health. They're tenacious. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Wait, what is Night Owl? I think that means -1 HP if surrounded by 5 tiles. It's only surrounded by 3 tiles, though, so yeah, we'll just leave that alone. Now, this might seem a little bit like conservative play, but, you know, if I know that I'm going to win the mission, then I don't really see the point in taking risks. Looks like we might end up having to fight this skeleton while having decay, which is tricky because skeletons do have some double damage cards. And finally I find a corridor. I'm starting to run out of time to connect down to this fire elemental. I probably should have put the corridor down here to make sure I go the right way. There's a chance that this will actually cause me some issues. Alright, let's discard the skeletons. Best card. Oh, they're both drained per damage. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Too bad. So sad. Alright, let's just get 1 damage on it. I do have more health than it does, so I should be fine. Let's just discard its best card and keep on going. So we'll get rid of the one that deals extra damage. And now, as long as I survive, I'm fine. So we'll actually just kill it. Okay, that worked. I was level 4 fighting a level 2, so this isn't like the greatest achievement in the history of Guild of Dungeoneering. I actually kind of like having the damage. This I am okay with. The club is weird. I lose some damage, but I get a bit more blocking and a healing thing. I don't know how good that really is. I don't know if I really want this. I do kind of like having 1 block in my arsenal. You know what? Let's just take some gold, since I'm not really sure what the best thing is. Let's put the gold here to make sure that we go this way, and then that's it. I just need to beat this fire elemental. We'll both be burning, but now I have some health to work with. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get either of these gems, actually, because when you enter into the blue space in a mission whose objective is get to the place, you don't pick up the thing that's there. Okay, so this is it for all the marbles. You do have a health advantage over the fire elemental, so that's good. You really want a health advantage when you're in a burn situation. I'm going to do 1 less damage to this thing to discard its next card, just to have a good start to this fight. Okay, well, it's not that significant of a difference, I suppose. Don't have any blocking. I'll fight the slow fight here. I've got more health in this thing, so if I can just keep on from losing health, I should win this without too much trouble. I'll actually go up a health here. And yeah, the fire elemental is totally lost. Okay, the only thing that's relevant is this, which gives me gold. And now I can just pass the turn. Actually, I only had 1 turn to spare. Wow, that's... if I hadn't done this, I would have actually lost, so I really should have been paying more attention to that. Okay. So I think that's all we want to do. I mean, the mime's cool. It's fun. It's as strong as the bruiser, I think. It's just, you know, a different style of play. I like the bruiser style more. Let's go back to the bruiser to try to defeat the evil lich. Tell you what, though, if I fail here, I'll do the mime. I'm like making assumptions about what you want. Sorry. Okay, we need to kill the lich, so it's always important to take a look at the layout. If 10 turns go by and you don't fight the lich, you will lose. Vampires are sorry, this is sorceresses. I thought these were vampires. Okay, so they have pretty strong cards, as you can see, but only 7 health. Obviously, you want to level up before you get up here. How many turns do you have to work with? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 4 turns to work with. If you want to grab this treasure chest up here, which is obviously nice for an extra chance at good loot, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 2 turns to work with there. Okay. Well, luckily, I got the pieces that I need to connect to this area. The risk, of course, is that if I don't find a level 2 monster next turn or the turn after, I'm going to have to fight a level 3, and that's not good. So Grey Oozes have the Mundane ability, which means that when you deal magic damage to them, they take an extra damage. It's kind of like the opposite of, or the parallel to Frail. So if you've got a lot of magic damage, which mimes do, it's worth fighting them. Although I'm pretty sure I could have beaten the bat as well with my extra health from that talisman I like so much. This guy does have 7 health, but you gotta figure, you know, every time you deal magic damage, you get up against it. Okay, well... Oh, I'm the bruiser. Oh my god, I thought I was playing the mime. I was like, these seem like weird cards. So that was a total handicap here. I just completely handicapped myself. Bruisers have no magic damage to start, so I'm just down health. Okay. This could be really bad. We'll have to start over, rather embarrassingly. I could have easily killed the bat. I am just bad at life. Okay, so we're down to 2 health. This thing still has 4. I have no magic damage. This thing's unblockable. Okay. I don't know if it has anything I can block. Oh, I have magic. God damn. Oh, wow. That was ridiculous. So, yeah, we could have just picked the bat and been fine. Just as you don't want to pick spiders. 3 more gold, yay. Just as you don't want to pick spiders when you fight against, or when you're a class that has, God, so there's this thing that does in the background that like sings songs, and they're actually funny, and I recommend that you listen to them when you play the game because they're very amusing. But when you're trying to talk, it's just like, shut up, dude. Try to say something here. Anyway, these are actually exactly the same. What I'm trying to say is that just as you don't want to pick the frail spiders if you're a magic class, you don't want to pick the great ooze when you have only melee damage. Oh god. Alright, well that was embarrassing. But anyway, here's an unblockable bite, so we just way up here. Trade damage. Should be fine. There's another unblockable bite. Well, I'll keep doing that. Since I have the extra health, I will win this. Now I go up 2 extra health. And that is that. So, you know, that I think we'll just spin it like this. The previous fight shows that some knowledge is definitely important when you know, even though I could use some more damage, I'm going to take the health. When you play this game... No, sorry, what am I talking about? The previous video, the one where I failed horribly, what that shows is that while this game looks very simple, some knowledge is important to have when you play it. Because I could have easily picked a monster that I could have killed. Instead, I picked a monster that I couldn't. Alright, so Knolls of Fury, as before, we're going to want to try to get the Knoll to lose 2 health. And then try to deal 2 damage at once. Now, do I have that option here? Right now, it's going to take 1 damage. If I block this, it's going to go down to 3. I think this is a case where you got to, you know, exercise an exception. I have so much health that I think I can just beat this thing down. Now here, I couldn't block this because this was 3 incoming damage, so going for the spikiness would have been a mistake. Here, anything would have worked, because he doesn't have enough to kill me, and he was going to die. Okay, I don't want to get rid of the health, although those are good cards, really good cards. Stupidity, but an extra health and a nice blocking card. You know, I'm going to do this. I think if you always avoid stupidity, that's a mistake, just as it's a mistake to sometimes take it. This is the only offhand. Those are decent. I don't think that's a good trade at all. Oh, this is actually a good trade, so I just lose the stupidity and that's it. Well, I'll do that. So I took the stupidity out of my deck at the expense of not getting some good cards. So here I am going to play it safe because this Lich could be very hard and these Sorceresses could be hard, so I will go ahead and fight something. Again, you know, knowledge is important. I don't really know which of these is easier. I'll fight the Rat Man because he has 1 less health, but that's not necessarily the right play. It's just, with my limited knowledge, that was the best option I had. Oh no, this is very lucky so far. I got a level 1, then a level 2. I got the cards to connect into this area, and I also have a path to go up to the chest behind the Lich, if of course my Bruiser would be willing to follow that path. Here, let's just deal a damage and take none in return. That seems good. Here, let's take no damage while dealing 2. That seems like a decent course of action. Okay, there's no point using the unblockable one there, because this wasn't armor. I will just repel this and deal a damage and kill him. Obviously, this Rat Man, I don't know what kind of cards he's got, but there's no way he's going to catch up that much damage. Alright, see if we can get another good item. I think I already have a cooking pot, so we can get a stiletto or a glyph. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, we'll take the stiletto, favoring more damage over more blocking. Hopefully that's a good choice. I don't know if it is. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put a fire elemental up here to make sure there's something up here to encourage my Bruiser to go up. Because if the Bruiser just randomly decides to go left, or to go right, I'm screwed. I screwed up. I should have actually put the gold up here. That was a big mistake. I should have put the gold up here to make sure that the Bruiser went up there. instead of going to the right, which would cause me to miss this chest. So that was a bit of a mistake, actually. Alright, not much I can do here. We'll trade 1 damage for 1 damage. Because it wasn't a fully blocked attack, I did not do my spiky damage there. Rather embarrassingly, all I can do here is this, so the sorceress actually catches up. It's 4-4. Now it's a little bit close. Okay, I catch up again, although I'm low enough that we could do suicides. Mutual destruction. This is the edge that I needed, so I don't know if they have 3 damage in 1 pop. If she does, this will end anticlimactically. Luckily, she draws a pretty crappy card. And that's that. So, here, if there's nothing good... Okay, that does nothing. I'm going to take some gold. This is not because I actually want gold, but because I want to make sure I travel upwards. And it looks like I do. Okay, well, since he's going up all the way, we'll put the diamond there. Might as well get it immediately. Because he indicated with the dashed blue line that he was going to go all the way up to this one. Had I known, I probably would have taken one of those items rather than the diamond. But if I live, then hey, I got 3 extra gold or 5 extra gold, however much those diamonds give. Okay, so shift, saving that to try to kill her off with is a mistake. Definitely you want to get your extra card as soon as possible, because obviously then it has the biggest impact on the fight. Now I've got a big health lead against the sorceress. I go down by 1, but I'm still in the lead. I stay in the lead here, because this is magic resist. Alright, this is what I wanted to see. So now, unless she has a 3 damage attack, which I never saw last time, I have this unblockable thing. And it kills her. I could have also killed her by blocking the darkness. Okay. Heater shield. Oh, I like this thing a lot. Let me just double check. Is there anything good here? No, and... not really. So yes, we're going to take the heater shield for 1 more health. Okay, I think now I'm about as good as I get. So I'm not going to put any monsters here. I'm just going to kill this elemental. I get 2 more pieces of loot. I could have gotten a 3rd piece by putting a monster here, but I don't see the point in doing that. I think I'll be fine. I don't know how much stronger I can get as a bruiser with this much health and pretty solid items. Okay. I think here, saving the Flame Lash is actually good, because with burn every round, the Fire Elemental is going to get down pretty quickly. But since the alternative here is to do nothing, I will go ahead and Flame Lash, because doing nothing is obviously kind of stupid. Okay, 5 is a little bit scary. If this has some really gigantic damage card, I could be in trouble. Alright, let me block this, deal a spiky damage, and win. Alright, that seems good. I could have actually done the other card in 1 as well. Okay, is anything good here? That's not worth it. That's not worth losing a health for. This, so lose a little bit of damage, get some blocks. I think against a Lich, I mean, I'm just going thematically here. It's probably worth it. I could fight a Bear Owl. Is it worth to do that? Okay, let's do it. Let's fight it. I'm pretty certain I can kill a Bear Owl, so... might as well get the extra chance of loot, or if nothing else, you know, some more gold. So Bear Owls, I think, are a pretty easy level 3. They got Fury, but only 7 health. They have some pretty crappy cards. I'm going to try to get it down to 4 health, and then push it to death from there. This is... actually, hang on, this would take it down to... no, this would take it down to 4 health. Okay, perfect. Okay, so no Fury just yet. We'll block the head blow. I don't want to discard. Now he is furious. Let's get a card. I take 2 damage. If I had less health, this would have been kind of a scary situation, but I just had so much health that it wasn't a big deal. I actually only took 3 damage that fight, so it wasn't a big deal even if I had had less health. Okay, do I want the Masquerade Mask? I lose a health, I gain some armor, healing, and damage. I think I'd rather just have the health. Yeah, I definitely don't want to lose that. So we'll just take this and get 3 gold instantly. Let's see what this chest has. Bone Helmet. Lose a health for some very questionable benefits. Lose some armor for damage. I think I'd like to have the armor. And here I lose a... God, I lose a health, but I gain some blocking, some healing, and a card. Okay, I have a lot of health. Let's try this. It could be a mistake. If I die with 1 health, then I'll really regret that. That's one of those decisions that could cost me the game, but it also could save me if it blocks a key attack. I mean, as long as I block at least 1 damage, it's as good as having the health. Okay, so he's half-baked. meaning that he doesn't have as much hit points as he should. And he's frail, meaning if he takes any sort of physical damage, it's actually increased by 1, which is obviously very, very nice. That will help me get ahead here since I'm starting out behind. This deals as much damage as the Flame Lash, so there's no point doing Flame Lash here just to have one of it get blocked. I do have a card that would have blocked this Darkness. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. Alright, I'm going to stop him from healing. Don't really want that. Now I have the health advantage. Curse. I have to discard a card. That's quite unfortunate. So, don't want to make sure I get the damage in. Well, these both do 2 damage, but this one gives me a card. So clearly doing the Flame Lash was just a straight up mistake. Let's make sure we do the right play here. Now I drew a card which gained me back the card I lost. This looks good. As long as he doesn't put forth any magical resistance, I win with Flame Lash. This triggers before his Drain heals him. And we beat the Lich. Alright, I'm pretty happy with how that went. I don't know if that loot choice beforehand made any difference. This is a nice thing to see. Okay, great. This is a very exciting place to stop. So, Marauders. Okay, so this is an exciting place to stop because we are going to now officially unlock the Barbarian. And we're going to see the Barbarian in the next video. Keeps you coming back. Let's go ahead and make a second row for the second tier heroes that I use. Owangi, the Barbarian. The Barbarians are weird. But anyway, we'll see. The Barbarians are fun. I like them a lot. The next... Oh, God. A Barbarian. Yes, yes. As far as rank 2 classes go, I'll just talk about those here if you want to stick around. I'm not playing anymore, just chatting. I like the Ranger. I think the Ranger is really strong. So the Ranger has an ability that you can't see because its interface sucks, which is that all of its physical attacks have the quick property, meaning they activate before the enemy before the enemy's card is triggered, which means the Rangers have an automatic advantage in any kind of suiciding situation. If you and the opponent would kill each other at the same time, as long as you can get a physical damage through, you will win as the Ranger, which is nice. I like that class, just not as much as the Barbarian. I've played as the Alchemist. I thought the Alchemist totally sucked. I really didn't understand anything at all. It only has 5 health, like the base 1 classes, so I thought it'd be really awesome, and it wasn't, so I don't get it. Somebody can explain it to me. And then the Shapeshifter I never played with, so I don't know. Could be even better than the Barbarian. I just don't know. I wanted to experiment with it after beating the last game I played, but then you couldn't go through any of the missions again, so I couldn't do any experimentation. So that's that. Besides the Barbarian, my next goal is to get this. Now, these things unlock items that are basically like better than the previous tier. So let's just look at an example. So like the Fez, you got your Arcane 2 and Wise. Here, you know, we had Armor 2? Oh, I'm just wrong. I guess I just thought there was a 1-to-1 correlation, but maybe not. I guess it kind of lines up with this, but this is an offhand and the Fez is a hat. Well, ignore everything I tried to say. Apparently these are all quite different. What's cool about the Loot 2 levels is that you start getting some things that have abilities, like Bulwark is really good. The Fury's alright, for the Barbarian at least. This gives you a bunch of good cards. So they are good, is what I'm trying to very long-windedly say. Wise gives you 1 extra card, 1 extra hand size. So there's some good stuff here, but I just rather would have like +1 health in every single battle. I feel like that's just better. I could be wrong on that though. The thing about these is you're not guaranteed to find the items you unlock, so you might get nothing, whereas the health is just guaranteed after the first 2 fights. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.